Tonight I'd ask you also to think about our country for a moment. Because if God's grace and power and love is truly great, it can also be spoken in this context. One of the things that has made my heart heavy this Christmas season is to think about just how complicated and messy our relationships can get with each other and even with people we don't even know. And to help you get in touch with that, I would ask you to think for a moment about the growing tension and the tragedies that have been happening in our country these past few months that are all kind of interrelated around the themes of justice and race. And I'm just going to speak for a moment from my own personal feeling. Right now, it has reached a point where I actually feel like I can't say anything because my fear is that no matter what I say, it's not going to be right for some people. That no matter what I say, it'll probably be wrong, that it won't help, that it might even make things worse. It's odd to all of a sudden find yourself facing something that you're witnessing and experiencing with so many people, and to have that feeling. It seems like we're getting close to the point now where no matter where you look or no matter who you listen to, there is all of this anger and there is a lot of fear and a lot of heartbreak. Certainly for the families of Michael Brown and Eric Garner, but the list keeps growing because now our prayers need to include the families of 2 New York police officers, Rafael Ramos and Wen Jin Liu. As you think about kind of how raw and tense and sensitive things have become, it's easy to wonder, will there ever really be a time when what we talk about on Christmas will come true? That there will really be a time when there will be peace on earth and goodwill to all. And what I would say to you tonight is this: that's precisely why the grittier part of the Christmas story is so critically important. Because in a lot of ways, it was God's willingness to get involved in the messiness of our lives that helps us to understand that our calling is to do the same. It helps us to remember that we need to reach down, and it's in there. We need to summon, and we need to live out the kind of courage and the kind of faith and the kind of humility that can enable us to pray for each other and to talk with each other in ways that are open and honest and respectful to everybody, to all those involved. We're going to try to do that here in this congregation. My gut tells me this, that even before we begin, it'll probably be a messy process, and there'll probably be people who disagree, but we're going to do it anyway because we feel this is what we're called to do. And because we also believe this: no matter how dark the future may appear for the world or for our country or for us personally, no matter how messy or dark it may look, every time we come to the manger and to his altar, we can always do it with confidence, and we can always do it with hope, knowing that everyone is welcomed, everyone is loved, and that his grace and his justice and his power will prevail. We absolutely believe that to the core of our being with all of our heart. Because the one whose birth that we are here to celebrate this night is also called the light of the world. And it is a light that no darkness and no amount of hatred or evil will ever, ever overcome.